Hello, all. Welcome to Hockey on Tap podcast. This is episode, what are we on actually? 74.
74.
Money Mario.
Holy
We'll get into
cow.
that in a little bit. But I'm your host, Bill Dean. I'm, of course, here with my two co-hosts, Little Steve and Schwim. We're brought to you by Primetime Radio, courtesy of Mr. Sam Wu. And you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Please leave us a 5-star review if you'd be so kind. Boys, what are we drinking?
I am drinking a natural. So, for anybody who wants an actual sour without any friggin' nonsense added to it, you got to go to Rodenbach.
Don't say it. Just say the L word.
Yeah. I'm not going to
Well,
say.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
going to
he was
mention it.
talking about that.
I'm not going to mention it. But this is a Flanders Red Ale, which is just a naturally sour ale, and Rodenbach does it freaking right. This one's Alexander, which is probably my favorite one of theirs. I'm trying to see if there's a. This is aged. Sometimes these are aged.
For all you
wonderful.
nerds out there, that's my favorite Final Fantasy character.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Not really a character. He's a summon.
Or a summon, that's what I meant.
I'm gonna open it with this crazy guy here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have.
Nice.
And I got a Rodenbach glass.
Wow,
Yay.
you're double dipping over there.
How cool am I, guys?
You are double dipping. You're a double dipper. Shrimp?
My turn. Mine's simple. Equilibrium. Steven, I think you had this like a year or so ago. I was just looking at it. Reigning Belma. It's their metal series IPAs. I think it's a double IPA. Yeah.
Left over from the fridge?
Oh my God, this is very old, but it tastes pretty good still.
Left over from the fridge.
I think 4 beers. Am I actually kind of low on beers over here? Surprisingly, I got to go. I got beers at Midge's house. I swear, I only have like a couple dogfishes from that box left, and then I have like 3 or 4 beers, tall boys or whatever.
There's no way you drank all the beers from the fridge. You had like 60.
Well, no, I have a bunch at Midge's house too.
Oh yeah, that explains it then.
They're just
I'm
all
just
over the
saying,
place.
The ones here are low. I got to go to Midge's house and stock up.
Schwimm's a squirrel. He just hides, beers all over the place.
Yeah.
Just go get them.
I may have a problem if I'm hiding beers.
You have a
all over
problem.
the place.
I mean, hiding beers, sure. I mean, I have a problem. You should see my beer fridge. It's sometimes bad. But
smells wonderful.
I want to count. We should get an updated count of the beers in your fridge.
I could probably, I could get something together.
Do you think you're topping
For some
like 100?
It's close.
Wow.
Nah, I don't know if I'd say 70 something. Like our episode,
Okay.
74.
I want an official
reason-
number and report.
Can you guys
Am
guess
I
where
telling you just-
Rodenbach Brewery is?
Germany?
Wrong.
Somewhere in the United States.
No. Are you kidding me?
I was going the opposite end. I was going opposite.
No, Austria.
I don't know. It sounds German, so I figured
Come
German,
on.
Austria.
Belgium.
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
Rodenbach is.
was gonna
Rodenbach
say-
is actually a town in Germany. So
I was going to say Jersey, and then I switched it to Belgium.
yeah, it's from Queens.
White Plains.
Yeah. All right, boys. So let's get to what's on tap for today's episode. Here's our weekly snapshot. COVID. It did wonders for the NHL this past week. 50
Decimating
games were
teams.
postponed / canceled.
Ooh, that's good.
Players are still, out and keep having issues with COVID. There are also discussions, which just came out this week, that shorthanded teams, all teams, will bring back taxi squads, allowing emergency recalls from the minors to keep the season going amid COVID-19 outbreaks. Basically, they had an extended holiday break, and now they're going to be able to get reinforcements and have guys that aren't with the team, so that this is not, so much of an issue. Actually, I didn't even do my beer. Sorry. I was all of a sudden looking, and then I was like, wait, I didn't even. So I got a pretty cool glass from my wife, courtesy of my wife. It's basically for IPAs, I think, but I'm going to use a sour, which I'm going mango and cherry brains. It's a double fruited sour.
Another
Is that
Trekker?
different brains
Yes.
than last time?
No, it's a different one. So this one has more mango, cherry, more cherry, sea salt, lactose, and vanilla bean.
You said the L word. Wow.
I did
Still
say
on your
the L word,
streak.
but-
We need to
Consecutive
get
weeks.
Well,
we need to get a bleep put in here.
oh wow! So it went
Not
from
for
juice
cursing.
to pouring pulp.
Pulpo.
That is pulpa.
That's
Um,
octopus.
That's octopus and what?
Spanish.
How many different levels of
Well, I mean,
thickness are in that beer?
Dickness.
I mean, dickness. Yeah. Mary. Yeah, that's shrimp for you. Just insulting our
Obviously, nobody's seen My Cousin Vinny.
patrons. All right, no one's paying attention to you.
No one has.
So, anyways, the COVID-19 outbreak, has led the NHL to take drastic measures, including canceling now the Olympics, at least the NHL's involvement with the Olympics. There are, there's some talks. I mean, this is just for a different thing, but about possibly having the Olympics, pushed out to the summer or maybe even next year. I don't know if the Olympic Committee is obviously going to have to
That would be
weigh in
ideal.
on that one. But yeah, I mean, any relief is obviously welcome for these teams. Bill Zito from the Panthers said that it's tough. All his goalies get it. What are you going to do? Any number of scenarios surrounding the what ifs, or maybe we're kidding ourselves and we should be thinking about the whens as far as who gets it and when. It's obviously it's ruined lives. First of all, that's the first and foremost. But in terms of hockey, which we're here to talk about, it's it's added a whole break and allowed things to get postponed as well as canceled, including the Olympics, which we're all looking forward to. Just thinking about it, right? The last two Olympics now will not involve NHL players if they don't have it for next year. And that means guys like Sidney Crosby, and some of the older vets won't be able to play with the younger generation of stars. He would have never played with Connor McDavid in a big time international event, and that's it sucks for hockey, right? Seeing one guy pass to another guy. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, Crosby will be 38 by the next Olympics, which
Maybe he could do it.
obviously, maybe. With him, I mean, he's not slowing down, but
No.
you never know. But yeah, like you said, it could potentially be his last. One, is he able to, and two, does he want to? At that time in his life, I think Ovechkin's going to be about 40, right? By the time the next Olympics roll around.
I mean, he'll definitely be on that one.
He'll probably still, be able to play.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess it would be guys like Stamkos. Like, do you think really in 4 years Stammer is going to be able to be an Olympian again?
He's younger than Crosby, but yeah, I mean, with injuries, obviously, I think injuries kept him out of 2, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Two Olympics.
Yep.
So, I don't know. That stinks. I was really looking forward to it. I'm sure that I know the players were. I mean, just based on their reactions, that they're backing out of it.
Yeah.
But
a lot of guys pissed. Connor Hellebuyck.
And of course, the one that Stamkos is actually healthy for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely not going to be able to play in, but just
I'm hoping for a postponement. I really am, because it just doesn't like. And they were even interviewing these, the reserve guys that are playing over in Europe right now, and they're having to sit there like, basically saying, "What makes you think that we want to do this?
We're gonna be, yeah.
Like,
I guess
you don't just assume that we're just going to go ahead and go there and not have any thought process about, being locked up in China for a month or so. If you test positive, I mean, maybe you won't, and you're lucky, but do you want to take that chance of quarantining there for a month and then come back here and having to quarantine some more? You're away from the team, but most of all, you're away from your family. So,
I mean, I would think that the only teams that want to do it or would be okay with sending people would be Russia, right? Because they're just gonna, backdoor people out and be fine with that. But also, also Chinese, right? The Chinese team, because there's they're the home team and
be the de facto gold medal winners.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Chinese Olympic hockey team. I believe their coach is a former NHL player.
Yes, he is, and he also played for Italy.
Yeah.
Who is it?
I don't remember his name.
It is. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Oh man, I was looking at this too.
I was gonna yell Enrique Tony, but I know it's on him.
I mean, that would be fantastic, but I should just Googled head coach, idiot.
Yeah, you should have, dummy. I'm hoping for a postponement, to be honest with you, because it seems like
they should.
I'm hoping for that too, but I'm not going to hold my breath up for that.
Yeah, but you got to think other athletes are going to have the same mentality. Not just hockey. I'm talking about like the entirety of like Olympic athletes through the world. Like you would think, they don't want to deal with this, and it's not gonna change. Like China's not going to change their protocols and policies. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I hope it's. I don't know how they would be able to do it in the summer there, but I know Japan postponed it a whole year. I mean, I don't know that that China would do the same thing for a year, but I don't know.
Yuhan Nurminen.
I don't know.
Oh, I just saw it too.
I thought it was
Nurminen. I
thought it was someone else.
Hello, Nurminen.
Nurminen.
Yeah.
Not
all right,
Newmanen.
can you guess what their best place ever in a world championship was?
China?
Yeah.
They're ranked 32nd, so I
know
have
they're ranked
no idea.
32nd, but can you? What would you think their best place ever would be?
Out of how many teams?
Well, I mean,
last.
I would assume
Did they make
something.
it? That would be their best. That would be their best finish that they qualified.
They were 15th in 1982, 6th in Pool B. They were relegated to Pool C the next year because of that.
You know what their biggest defeat was? They lost 25-1 to Norway.
Norway too.
I mean, yeah, it's Norway.
What
it's
year?
Not even like they lost at Canada.
2005.
Oh boy.
Oh.
You know what their biggest win is? Wow, this is nuts.
1-0.
No, they have a huge win.
Wow.
They beat Kuwait.
Kuwait 35-0.
35-0 in '99.
Imagine that game. I mean, that is atrocious. That they, 34 appearances in the World Championships. Best result 15th. Asian Winter Games appearances 8. They have in the Asian Winter Games they've got 2 golds and 3 bronze. The Asian Winter Games for hockey. International record 121, 191, and 27. All right, so a little bit of a tangent. I was just reading back to my little article here about the NHL. Any team shy of having 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goaltenders available can bring up a player from the American Hockey League without playing a game with fewer than the usual 18. Mergers recalls also can be made of players with salary cap hits of up to $1 million, an increase from the previous $850,000. Players on the taxi squad will count as being in the minors for cap purposes. They can be there for a maximum of 20 days on the practice squad, the taxi squad.
No one making over $1 million can come up into the taxi squad.
Yep. That
screws Ricola, because Ricola makes 1.15.
Wow.
So he cannot come up.
Well, he can actually be a call up just from the AHL, but just not on their taxi.
But he can't be on the taxi squad.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't be on the taxi squad. Yeah.
Yep. Obviously, COVID-19. The defending Stanley Cup champs. Lightning obviously added goaltenders Vasi, Brian Elliott, defenseman Mikhail Sergachev, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare.
These guys are all on protocol.
To the list.
Yeah, they just got added. Yesterday.
Islanders added Beauvillier, Clutterbuck, Parise, Wallstrom, and activated Matthew Barzal. Stars, you have Heiskanen, you have Jason Robertson, Kiviranta, Fox, Raffle. Flyers added Ellis, Sabres with Cousins and Don Granato, the coach. Panthers, Huberdeau, and then Bruins now have Charlie Coyle also entered the protocol. Obviously, we had the Christmas break off, so...
Did somebody just go on for Pittsburgh? Was it Rodriguez or somebody that just went on there?
Six players just went on.
I
Rodriguez
thought, won. Yeah, I guess they only mentioned him. I saw that
The
yesterday.
Rangers had a bunch as well.
I think it's Rodriguez, Matheson, Simone.
Yeah,
They don't. Some of these guys could clear because there's still. So the league's
Symptomatic,
coming
right?
back. There's games are coming back tomorrow, right?
Hopefully,
Or is
yes.
it Wednesday?
No, tomorrow.
So right now they're scheduled games for tomorrow, but Pittsburgh has already had I think 2 or maybe 1 other game postponed, so they don't play again until Saturday. So some of these guys could test out, but I believe some of them, from what Mike Sullivan was saying, are symptomatic. So I guess that's unlikely that whoever they are won't be.
So for Olympics, because technically there's still going to be hockey played, David Quinn was named the head coach. John Van Beesbroek is the GM for the no NHL Olympics. They're going to have to go in and find now, 50 players that they want to have as
and who will agree to go.
So they'll be tasked with drawing from the college ranks in European and professional leagues, similar to 2018. There's no guys like, who was the couple of heroes from the U.S. 4 years ago? It was
Heroes?
Jordan Greenway. Yeah, Jordan Greenway, right? There was son of a bee sting.
Ooh, I heard that.
I just
it sounded nice, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if the result was nice.
Did it break?
All over. No, I just spilt it all, and it's just dripping red.
Wow, that's
juice everywhere.
It's just dripping brains everywhere.
Oh boy,
son of a bitch! It's all.
That's what you get for wearing that T-shirt.
God damn it!
He just Hulk smashed his glass right into freaking oblivion.
It's all in. All right, you guys don't have to talk because I need to. It's all in my equipment, and I'm worried.
Don't get electrocuted, please.
I got something to talk to Shrim about here since I'm reading the headline.
You guys talk and be smart.
Go ahead.
From what I'm reading here, Braden Point could play as early as tomorrow.
Oh my God! Imagine if he's back. He's been skating with the team in a regular jersey, not a red no contact jersey. So, and they said he was going to be back way before Cooch.
It says NHL Buzz, Point could return for Lightning against Canadiens.
I hope so. I don't know. Half of their coaching staff is out with COVID, so I don't know what the deal is. I know Cooper was out their last game when they played Vegas. That's
maybe he'll pull a.
I don't
know. Maybe Point will pull a Crosby and play 1 game and then immediately go into COVID protocol.
I could see that. With the way things are going, I could absolutely see that.
They're saying also,
but I would love to see him.
Pittsburgh plays Friday or Saturday. The next game is against Ottawa at 1. I believe it's Friday, New Year's Eve. And Russ could be back for Pittsburgh, and also Malkin is in. I know there was a teaser of a full contact jersey last week that ended up going back to a non-contact jersey, but today. Both he and Russ took full contact. Malkin even spent time on the number 1 power play. So,
all right. So
it looks like Russ is more likely
by then.
Rust is probably likely to play New Year's Eve, but I'm not sure about Malkin yet. But yeah, we're getting closer.
What a disaster. Yeah. God damn it. All right. So. And of course, I hear my computer making noises and like it wants to shut me out on the internet. So this is gonna be just.
Rask could be back in 3 weeks. Also, they're projecting he could start. He could start as early as 3 weeks from now. The Bruins got some deciding to do.
Yeah, they do.
Unless they're just going to keep rotating somebody in the. They can't be on the taxi squad. They have to be in the actual lineup. Although I don't know if Swayman can get sent down.
They'll probably just trade them. They're friggin' idiots, and they'll trade the young.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Well, no one's going to take. First of all, they have to sign Rask, which they're going to do, and no one's going to trade for Allmark right now. He makes over $6 million a year. So,
and he's got how many years left? I forget.
Swayman might be able to be sent down.
I thought what's his face? What the hell's his name? The one that they just signed from Buffalo.
Allmark.
Allmark. I thought he just signed like a 1 or 2 year deal or something with them.
No, It's like 5 years or something.
Signed a huge deal with them?
Yeah, it was a monster.
Jesus.
It's a
What
big,
the
it's
hell?
a big contract.
Is Shirelli still their GM? Like, what the hell is going on? Like,
Yeah,
what
it was a bizarre. Remember, I thought for sure they were going to go Vladar and Swayman because that's
Yeah.
what they were doing. You know, when Rask wasn't healthy last season, and he signed a
4 years.
4-year, $20 million. So he makes $5 million a year.
That is so stupid.
It's a
Swayman's on an entry-level deal. Can he be sent down?
Yeah, so then I guess he can probably be sent down. He doesn't have to clear waivers, so he can even probably be sent to the taxi squad.
which I'm sure he will be. But
Yeah. And then if he's on the taxi, I mean, it's still interchangeable, but it all depends, I guess, if they want him to keep playing, they could send him down to the minors. If they want him to consistently play. He's okay. It's actually kind of funny. Their stats are pretty much almost exactly the same, Allmark and Swayman. I think Swayman's goals against is slightly less. Allmark's save percentage is slightly more. It's weird how they're almost mirror each other. Same exact
9.7 percentage and 229 goals against. Swayman.
Yeah, and Allmark is 922 save percentage and 25 something goals against maybe. But they're both 7 and 5, which is I think weird.
A little weird.
They have the exact same record.
all right. Well, I'm kind of cleaned up here, so good job, boys.
Thanks.
God damn it.
Good job to you, Dean, for not getting electrocuted.
No, I mean,
so
my stuff is
I want to get
still
this
covered
right.
in beer.
I want to get this right. I'm watching the junior game here on NHL Network, and Germany is playing Czechia, right? That's what they're going by. It's not Czech Republic anymore. It's Czechia.
Really?
And not to be confused with Chechnya. It's not Chechnya. Czechia.
That's what I thought. What the hell is going on?
With
I
what?
don't know.
With that? Like what?
With them,
when did they
I guess
change the name?
I don't know. You know, I guess I'm assuming all of it stems from the split with Slovakia, right? So I don't know what made them. It's the whole country. It's not just the hockey team. I believe I would think so.
I would think that they would have some kind of a tie-in, but all right. So now that I am kind of set back up, all right. So I had a couple things for you guys. Lemieux, and it's based off of the pod title Money Mario. There was a story that came out about Lemieux's earnings. Nice.
CZECHIA. Czechia.
CZECHIA.
CHIA, yeah, Czechia.
So Chechia.
This is Czech.
All right, so there was a story that came out about the Pens. They sold obviously to the Fenway Sports Group for $900 million. There was talk about Mario and his payout, and everyone was kind of looking for it. Well, numbers came out, and he's going to make $360 million on the sale of the Penguins to the Fenway Group. He will still be a minority owner, so I think he still has a stake in the team. But a story went into how he made that $360 million. Did he really put that in, so on and so forth? So I guess back when the Penguins were in default and were looking to sell the team, they were cash strapped and they had a lot of people they owed money to, and one of them was Mario Lemieux. He was deferred about $26 million in salary, so he made the smart move to find investors and put in an offer, and he used that $26 million as his collateral to buy into the team and kind of get going. So he kept, apparently because of that, he owned 25% of the team at that time. Well, as he kept being owner and investing more, he grew his percentage to, I think it was 33 or whatever it was percent of the 900 million, and now he is raking in dough. Very smart move from Super Mario, and one hell of a I guess more players in general should be looking into doing some stuff like this if that's kind of the case.
I mean, I don't know.
I know
how often something like that comes up, right? Like the circumstances that he was in were pretty unique.
I guess my point is if you can put money into a team and see, investments in there, teams in general, whether it be NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, are always going to go up in value. So, if you can start to invest, it's a smart move. Yeah.
There's
but hey, even
Pittsburgh sports, the whole sports city is enormous. So you have to know that that's going to turn around. Even investing in the Pirates, because the Pirates are hot garbage, right? So maybe you invest in them, someone. I got $5 I can put in. Maybe that can turn into $15 million.
Turn into 20 bucks.
I'm interested. I'm actually interested to see what he's done so much for that city. In the Mario Lemieux Foundation that he has. I'm interested to see what he does with this wealth because he's just not going to sit on it like a king on a mountain of gold.
If anyone's ever seen his house I would say if anyone's ever seen his house in Canada, it is not big. It's it's modest for a rich NHL player. I believe he has it was like maybe 20 acres or something like that. Maybe I'm selling it short a little bit, but
he's only got a 3-car garage.
Yeah, home in Quebec.
Living modest.
Let's see here.
I love Mario. I don't care.
So
he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, back in what is this? He sold the house that he had. This was back in 2017. He actually had a castle for $22 million. But his new house, I looked at it. It was not very big, or at least it didn't look very big. I might be off on that one. Maybe he's just flaunting his wealth. Good for him though. All right, so there was all-star voting stuff. We'll get into that in a second. But so I had a couple, interesting questions to ask you guys. So as we, New Year, New Year's resolutions, stuff like that. We'll get into resolutions as well. But what's the biggest storyline from 2021 in your eyes?
In the hockey world?
Yeah, I'm going to say non-COVID related because obviously COVID's the biggest one. It's ruined, a lot of the season. But what's the biggest non-COVID 2021 hockey storyline?
Are we talking the calendar year or this 2021
calendar year?
Biggest storyline.
Is it the Jack Eichel trade or Jack Eichel in general? The whole situation,
the whole saga.
Yeah.
What about the whole Chicago debacle there with all the?
Is that Chicago? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad.
Is it Tampa winning 2 cups in the calendar year 2021?
I think that could be like one of the choices. Going
Definitely
back to
one to vote on. Another back-to-back. After we had, how long did we go? Pittsburgh went back-to-back, and it wasn't since 20-something years, right?
Yeah, Detroit was before that.
We had 16, 17, and
what was the last 3?
The Islanders, right? In the 80s?
Islanders.
The 80s?
The 80s, right?
The last 3?
I believe.
All right.
It was the 80s.
Didn't the Oilers?
The
Oilers didn't win back-to-back.
They won 4?
Did they?
I think the Islanders the last one, so they won 4 straight. The Islanders won 4 straight. That was the last time I think somebody won besides Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit never won 3 in a row, right? They always did like 2 and then a year off and then win like another 1 and then another 2.
So you got Tampa, St. Louis, Washington, 2 Pitt. You had the Chicago LA King back to back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were just rotating cup wins there.
Yep. You had Detroit won 2 in a row, and then 96 was the Avs. You had Pittsburgh winning 2 in a row in 91, 92. So Edmonton won 2. Then they Montreal won in 86, and then Edmonton won another 2. So yeah, it would be the Islanders 4, and then after that it was Canadiens actually had 4 in a row. So it was Canadiens 4 in a row, and then right into the Islanders 4 in a row.
All right. So when was the Islanders though? Early 80s.
80 to 84. All right, sorry, 80 to 83. All
right, so it's been since we were born, a couple of us.
Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah, only you guys. You guys are old. I'm young.
You're like a half a step behind us. Calm down.
I didn't see those. I didn't see those wins. I'm very happy to not see those wins. So biggest storylines, like I said, I do think that Eichel is one of them, and just the whole scenario with him and
Tampa, Chicago.
Sabres.
I think those could be like your top 3 right there, right? If we're doing non-COVID related.
Yeah, non-COVID related would
like
probably
biggest
be
stories. I don't know. I think the Chicago thing that was enormous.
Yeah, Kyle Beach's courage. The Kraken debut, we totally forgot about that, but new team.
Expanded to top 5, put them in there.
The thing is, we knew about it for a while, so we knew about it before 2021. So it was like kind of anticipated, but yeah, I mean they debuted, so that's cool.
And then their draft day thing was a big letdown. So
yeah, it was awful.
I think we'll put them a little lower.
Yeah, the Tahoe games was pretty cool. Everyone liked that.
Tahoe game was great. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. NHL's partnership with Disney and the ESPN deal, the NHL naming rights and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going through some other things people listed. Marlowe's break.
The New Jersey Devils
games record.
Third jersey.
Yeah. Yeah. Third Devil. Yeah.
Oh God.
Let's see here. Kucherov's return for Game 1. I don't really think that was a big one, but Canadiens making the Stanley Cup, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say that, and then being complete. Just has there ever been a Bill Dean in fantasy from first to last? Even though they weren't technically first, but they made it to the Stanley Cup final, and now they could potentially finish the worst team in the league.
Garbage. Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely happened before.
I mean, reverse order, right? St. Louis went from worst to first.
I know.
Right?
I'm talking about Bill. I'm talking about Bill Dean fantasy football.
I know what you're talking about.
From first to last.
Let everybody know, Dean's fantasy football.
Yeah, it was bad. I won the first overall pick though, so I technically won.
You did. You got it.
4 first-round picks next year, by the way. So, screw you guys.
Let's see what you do with them. I hope they all get hurt.
Yeah. Some people said University of Michigan dominating the NHL draft. Obviously, they had 5 first-round picks. 4 players selected in the top 5.
Our draft party.
Yeah, our draft party. Yeah.
That was a good time.
Hank's retirement. I don't think it was that big, Hank's retirement, but Eichel trade, obviously. McDavid goals.
The Zegras Milano goal.
Zegras alley-oop. Fleury's 500th win, which is very cool milestone. He's only, he's only one of 3 to ever reach that 500 milestone. Obviously, Patty Watt 551. We'll see if Fleury catches him, and then Brodeur with 691, but that was tainted. So
Fleury being traded for absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Vezina Trophy winner.
Absolutely nothing.
Traded for nothing.
When's the Vezina gets traded for air?
I mean, one of them would have been like players back at the Olympics. The announcement that players are back at the Olympics, and now they're not.
All the nice stuff the NHL could have had, but instead they're.
Although was that technically the start of? That was technically 2020, right? Wasn't that the end of 2020?
I guess so. Yeah.
They mentioned that.
All right, another fun little question. And it's not really 2021 based, but what is your favorite hockey movie?
Ooh, definitely Miracle.
Yeah,
but I wanted to find something like a little.
I think that's like everybody's pick.
More.
That's why I want to pick something else.
Oh, really? I think some people would pick like Snapshot, right?
Slapshot.
Slapshot. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's probably up there.
A lot of people love Goon. A lot of people.
Yeah, but that's not even close to the other 2.
There's some people that pick Mighty Ducks just because you grew up with it.
How about most underrated? Ducks. Mystery Alaska.
Mystery Alaska. Yep.
I mean,
definitely not tops. Definitely not tops. I'm not saying like
underrated.
Top 2.
All right.
Underrated. Yeah. I think it's a good underrated. It's absolutely ridiculous, but
Do you consider sudden death a hockey movie?
That's a good cast. All right, let's give it that.
Sorta.
We'll say best cast.
Sort of is.
So sudden death, you'd give it?
Sudden
death. Right?
Where he kicks.
I'm pretty sure
it's not a hockey movie, by the way.
Where he kicks.
I hope Reggae comes back.
Yeah, true.
Oh man.
Where Van Damme kicks Iceberg the Penguin, right?
Yeah.
He puts him through like the dishwashing conveyor.
What is happening?
A fantastic movie.
I wish. That's what it is. No, I can't. I need to film this.
What is
Something
this
is
Youngblood?
happening.
guy doing? Oh yeah, I forgot about Youngblood. Shit.
Youngblood, not bad. All right, so
It's
what do you
either
think?
I
it's
think
either
at it.
it's either Slapshot or Miracle. Those are top two,
Yeah, I would
definitely.
agree.
I would
All right,
probably
what
Manny
about
got
the
it.
worst?
Damn.
the worst hockey movie.
Can't even explain
Worst
it.
hockey movie.
What I just witnessed. I mean, Mighty Ducks is pretty awful.
It's pretty bad.
No, Mighty Ducks.
And then
Especially
they
the third.
based the entire franchise off of that friggin' movie.
I mean, we did have MVP, the most valuable primate. That was a hockey playing
Jesus.
monkey.
Okay, I never saw that one, so I can't
I've never seen it
comment.
either.
Slapshot 2, which was also god awful.
Goon 2 wasn't good.
Goon
I've
2.
never seen either Goon.
The first one is
um,
good. It's very enjoyable.
National Lampoon's Pucked. That's Bon Jovi and
I've
Bud
never even
from
heard
Married
of
with
it.
Children.
Oh my god, I'm sure
Yeah,
it's
Bon Jovi.
it's fantastic.
Bon Jovi's in it, and so is Bud from Married with Children. They're the
Nice,
main characters.
David Faustino.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so not too bad. All right, so I saw the NHL. So the way obviously the NHL season is going to go is they pretty much are going to have 3 separate seasons. This, will be the first part of the season. The second will be up until the break, which they're going to determine now what's going to happen in February. And then obviously the end of the season, Cup run. So my question to you guys is, who would be your Stanley Cup favorites at this juncture? We'll go through the standings just so you have the teams and you can kind of give me your thoughts. But at the top on the Eastern Conference, Tampa, Toronto, Florida, Detroit. Metro is Carolina, Washington, Rangers, Penguins. Western Conference is Minnesota, Predators, Blues, Avalanche. And then Pacific is Knights, Ducks, Flames, Oilers.
I think
you gotta pick.
when this
I don't know how
ended,
it's
when it came to a screeching halt, I think Colorado were
Colorado, your favorite.
steamrolling.
Okay. They were doing
Steamrolling.
awesome, yeah.
I know it's once it reaches the playoffs, obviously they
And-
turn into a different team, but
And
still,
Colorado's
they
4
were
games in hand.
dominating. How many 7-game goals do they have? Like 5 already?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, but
They
that
were-
stuff does not translate into the playoffs. That's all good regular
I know
season
that,
stuff.
but I'm not taking their past transgressions in the playoffs. Right now, they look like the best team.
They're not even in first place. They're in
That's
like
what I'm
4th place in their division.
Doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Right now, they look like they're the best team because they had a slow start, but then they're building up and building up and building up. That's why, I mean, you don't
I'm not
as
saying they're
often.
a bad team or anything, but I don't think they're number 1 right now.
Well,
Who would you give
that's
number
your
1 to,
damn
Shim?
opinion. That's your wrong opinion.
Me, Tampa.
Tampa, number 1. They do lead
Tampa's
the league
not
with
number 1
44
either.
points.
They're the best team in the league right now. What are you talking about?
They ain't number 1. Not in my book.
Well, obviously
Well-
not in your book, but in my book and everyone who has common sense, they're number 1. They're missing
Just
friggin'
for-
like 4. They're missing
Yeah, but they
point
would-
most of the season.
They
Kucherov
would
most
be
of the
out
season.
right now.
One of their
They
best
would be out right
defensemen.
now. No.
What?
Are we
They're
talking
in
about
first
just like
place.
if we extend? Yeah, but those players
favorite.
aren't
No. I
in the
wanna-
lineup
Who is your favorite? Who is your favorite right now to win the cup? That is
Right
the
now.
question.
As of
right
right
now.
now,
Colorado.
PBL, hands down. And I'm not saying that because I'm a
Yeah.
homer.
You guys are
No,
both wrong.
you
It's
are.
the Rangers.
It's obviously the Rangers. I forgot.
Rangers.
My bad.
Rangers
We are-
one of the worst teams in the league 5-on-5, but with one of the
Yes.
best records in the league, which is
But we
a
all yeah.
conundrum.
So there's only room for improvement. A and B. Our number 1
don't-
goaltender, stud Vezina Trophy candidate, is also out for an extended period of time. Mika Zibanejad has not shined the way he needs to. He's going to get better. Yes, Chris Kreider's on a record pace for goals for himself, but even though that'll tail off, the young guns are going to come back. We got a Norris Trophy winning defenseman. Suck on that schwim. And then we also have a
What,
very
Tampa
good top
doesn't?
4.
You're talking to me like they don't have one?
We got a very good top 4, and Keith Kincaid's going to back up once they trade Georgiev for a first-round pick, and all the that's
First-round
right in the
pick,
world is
yeah.
going to. All that's
This
right in
is
the
a
world is gonna happen.
true Ranger fan
Ah.
talking. Hey, the Penguins are owners of a 7-game winning streak, so
That is very
don't
true.
count them out either.
They were cruising. I mean, they're sitting 39 points. They're fourth in that division. That division's very good, obviously. Canes and Capitals tied with 43. Canes have 2 games in hand on the Caps, so they're technically the number 1 team.
Pitt would be playing Carolina, right? If the playoffs were, like, say, the playoffs started today, it'd be Pitt and Carolina, and I think Tampa.
Yeah,
and
Pitt, Carolina, Caps, Rangers. Yeah.
Caps, Rangers. Tampa, that'd be good first round. Tampa, Detroit?
Tampa, Detroit, yeah, because they have 33.
Holy shit.
And, yeah, Tampa, Detroit, and the Leafs and the Florida Panthers. Pretty decent match.
That'd be a good series.
You'd have, let me see this for a second. Yeah, so you'd have Minnesota versus the Avs. You'd have Preds versus the Blues. Preds, another team.
That would be good. Minnesota and Avs really first round? Wow.
Yeah, Minnesota Avs. In the Pacific, and then obviously Minnesota knocked out the Avalanche 2 years ago, right? I think in the bubble.
Yeah,
Dallas did.
Oh no,
Dallas knocked out.
Oh yeah,
Colorado or Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Colorado and Vegas.
Yes,
that's right. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah, Colorado beat Minnesota, I think, in the first round. That's what it was. Pacific Division, you'd have the Knights versus the Oilers, and you'd have the Flames versus the Ducks. So, pretty exciting series. All right. You guys have to take. We'll do this, and they'll do resolutions. So you have to take. Who is your starting all-star team? At this point in time for. The East and the West. We're not going to do it as split up in 4 divisions. I don't care about that. So you have to give me your starters for the East and the West.
Well, we know who the starting goalie is in the East. The East starting goalie, we know.
It's Igor Shesterkin, yeah. So now who's the West starting goaltender? It's Vasi, obviously. Come on.
It's obviously Vasi.
West
it's Tristan
starting
Jarry.
Goaltender.
Yeah, West
Jarry's doing well.
Goaltender. Yeah,
possibly
maybe Markstrom or
probably Markstrom from Calgary.
Talbot
or Reimer.
Saros.
Saros is doing good. I would go Markstrom.
Yeah, probably go Jake. So your starting center for the West. I mean, are we gonna do center, left wing, right wing, or do we need to do just 3 forwards?
Because that means either McDavid or Ike or well, you mean Draisaitl's out basically, unless you put him on the wing.
You want to do it? So you want to do it center, left, right?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so center, is it McDavid or Draisaitl?
McDavid.
Both of them are tied. Both of them are tied with 49 points.
Yeah.
Draisaitl.
I would pick Draisaitl just
for 17
because I want to pick somebody different, but I guess you got to go McDavid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go McJesus. Who is your left wing? That also knocks out Nazem Kadri. Left wing is easy. Kirill Kaprizov.
Yeah.
Excuse
right
me.
wing. I don't know. I don't even know who right wing would be. Who the hell's a good?
I mean,
I'm
looking through this. Mikko Rantanen, probably 30 points, right?
Up there. Yeah.
Okay. So who are
who's a dark horse? Buchnevich, right wing.
Yeah, he's having a really good year. God,
he's top 3 right wing in the West.
So dumb. Yeah, he's got 29 points in 29 games. Plus
what's Sammy Blais? I think he's
400. Yeah.
Done for the season.
So
that's what he is.
Yeah, I know. Who are your defensemen in the Western Conference? Roman Josi, 1, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And would you say 2 would be
Cal Makar?
Yeah.
Cal Makar? Yeah. Oh, you could do Quinn Hughes as well. I wouldn't
Cal Makar
say no to him.
13 goals or something.
Yeah. He has the most goals, right, for defenseman right now, I think
he does, yes. 13. Yep.
Yeah, I would go Makar.
All right. East. Obviously, left wing is going to be Ovi. 47 points, 31 games. Awesome. Your center, Stammer?
Come on.
Stammer Austin Matthews, right?
Center right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying you could do Austin Matthews as well. I know that, Stammer's got 14, 21, 35 points in 29 games. You could
give it to the veteran, all right? Matthews is going to be around for a while. He'll be in plenty of All-Star games. Give it to the veteran.
I was going to say Stammer. Don't worry. Right. Now our right wing, Sebastian Aho, probably. It's either him or it's...
who else is there?
I guess... Yeah, it's
Nylander.
Drake Batherson.
Lucas
William
Raymond.
Nylander?
is considered.
He's having a good season
Raymond
for a
would be
rookie.
one.
For doing an all-rookie
I'd
team,
probably
he's
go. I'd
10
go.
shoulders.
Yeah, I'd go Aho, right?
Definitely.
All right, and defenseman, pretty easy. Adam Fox 1, Hedman 2.
Or Hedman 1, Fox 2.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the reigning Norris Trophy always gets named first. That's how it goes every debate. Suck on that.
You're out of your mind.
All right, so yeah, so pretty good. And they're also talking about All-Star voting and the captains. Actually, NHL.com had a All-Star
Yeah,
captain
you can vote
voting.
on there, right?
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. And it was funny. The way they actually had it set up is they would pull division captains, and they'd give them to you in rows based off of, I guess this is no, it's not even in name. I don't even know how they just determined. I guess they just went. Oh, they did in terms of Bruins, teams names. So they actually went through and based off of guys in a row. So it was like Bergeron in the Atlantic Metro was Aho because Carolina. Shane Gostisbehere was Arizona's representative, and then they had Getzlaf as Detroit's. So that would be pretty interesting.
Somebody from Arizona is going to steal a All-Star spot from a much more deserving player this year.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Clayton Keller's had a much better second half of the first little part here, but there's no reason that any Arizona Coyote should be on this team.
I don't understand why they have to every team has to be represented. Oh, we can't hurt a team's feelings. Like, no, have the best players of the current season in the All-Star game.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. There was one that I saw that I wanted to go through, which was pretty good in terms of it was a line of people, and now I'm blanking on where it was. Letang, it was this is great podcasting. Oh, it was Matthews, Ovechkin, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and then Pietrangelo. So 4 pretty good candidates, all were in a row. All right, New Year's resolutions for all 32 teams. So we're just going to go based off of the standings, and we'll go from there. And I want you guys to tell me what you think each team's New Year's resolution should be. And we'll go Western Conference first. So, and we'll go bottom up. So Seattle Kraken, what do they really need for their team?
Time.
A star.
Years.
Time. Okay.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
Vancouver Canucks.
What the hell was the? What the hell were they chanting? Bruce, there it is.
Oh, Bruce, Bruce, there it is.
Yeah, they need a new chant. They got to come up with a new chant.
Vancouver Canucks are 8-2 in the last 10.
Yeah, right, they're still bottom of the division.
In Bruce, we trust. San Jose Sharks. They need to let go of Evander Kane in any way, shape, or form.
Well, they're trying. I mean, he's going to get bought out, right, at the end of the year, but that's going to be dead cap space forever, basically.
Yep.
So that's going to hurt them.
Anything else, San Jose?
That would be nice if they could rid themselves of that, but easier said than done, right?
LA Kings. Youth to develop.
Yeah, because they're just not. Yeah. They had this. The prospect pool is like one of the best, if not the best, in the league, and it's just not showing, right?
Yeah,
I think they.
I'm not seeing it.
I think they just got to be patient. Patience with them.
Patience.
Yeah,
I like that.
Let their guys
Oilers
develop a little more.
Oilers is.
I know it. Hands down, I know their New Year's resolution.
Goaltender.
Get a freaking goalie. Yes.
Yeah.
Calgary Flames.
That's a good question because they're doing well.
They are doing well.
No. New Year's resolution though.
Don't hire any more Sutters.
Yeah, I was going to say
have one.
It's enough with the Sutters already. It's enough. We get it.
Anaheim Ducks.
Bring back Monahan.
More of Trevor Zegras.
More kids on the team. Keep getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
Vegas
Grandpa
Golden
Getzlaf
Knights.
looking good.
Yeah.
Grampy gets.
Let Leonard fight.
Vegas.
Oh yeah. Pay-per-view event. Leonard fight somebody.
Ooh, I'd like that. Arizona Coyotes. Relocation.
Yes.
Just
I
scrap it.
agree. Relocate. Get some new colors and a new logo. Everything. Do it all.
New ownership. Everything. Just a whole different team.
Let's see. Yep.
Yeah.
Trade Phil Kessel to Tampa and have them somehow be able to afford him.
Or relegation. Just relegation. Just get out of the NHL.
Yeah, bring up a minor team. Bring up the Barracuda. And have,
Barracuda.
Bring up what's their affiliate, the Roadrunners or something. I think is their stupid ass affiliate. Yeah.
Yep. Chicago Blackhawks. I mean, I don't want to make light of like the Chris Beach thing, but just getting away from that in general, that's a tough thing to deal with. They gotta
change their.
It's caused by themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was caused by themselves, so they have nothing to complain about. But just to get away. Dallas Stars.
Underperforming
goalie.
Stars. That too. Pick a goalie and underperforming stars of that team.
Yeah. Winnipeg Jets. Hope that Paul Maurice's successor is better than he is, because I like Paul Maurice.
That's tough.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be, but yeah, I mean, figure out the coaching situation.
Avalanche.
Keep rolling.
Get over the bar.
Yep.
St. Louis
good
Blues.
headbutt.
Wow.
Nice. The Blues. Make more Pavel Buchnevich trades. That was a...
Yeah. Make more trades with the Rangers.
Yeah.
Buchnevich,
Nashville Predators rely on your goaltender and best defenseman and hope that keeps winning.
That's literally their MO every single season since their existence.
Defense and goalies. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Minnesota Wild.
Hope you're not overachieving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say for them, try to maintain this new identity that they are. Because remember, watching them in years past, they were a boring, low-scoring, defensive team.
Even when they were good.
Yeah, now they're exciting to watch with Kaprizov and these other players performing well. I'd say try to maintain that.
Yeah. Make it exciting.
Yeah, they're an exciting team to watch now.
Sorry.
Where are we at now? We're going to the East?
Eastern Conference. New York Islanders.
Keep doing what you're doing. Stay the same. Do not change.
Stay the same. Keep getting older.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Retire. Send some of your players out to pasture.
You signed Zdeno Chara.
Including your GM.
Yep. New Jersey Devils. Hope that your
next third jersey is better.
Yeah. A new third jersey.
A new third jersey with instead of just saying Jersey, you could say New Jersey. They go a step up. They add an extra word.
Yep. Philadelphia Flyers.
Just new. That'd be awesome, actually. The new third jersey just said new on it.
It says new. Oh my god.
Flyers need a coach. Pick a coach.
Flyers coach. Yep. Blue Jackets. Just give them a star. And then trade them.
I don't know. The Blue Jackets are just...
I don't know. Just stay mediocre. I don't know.
Try
to be better than mediocre.
Steve, Pittsburgh Penguins.
Get healthy.
Freaking healthy. Yes.
Yep.
I like it. I'll take my New York Rangers. A second line right wing would be very nice, but they decided to trade him. So I will go with a number 2 center because I still don't think Reinstrom was that guy.
Okay.
Who's it going to be?
I don't know. I'll trade
somebody from Arizona.
If we could re-sign Thomas Hertl, I'd deal for him if it was possible.
Got a towel in my face.
You do. Washington Capitals. Hope that Tom Wilson doesn't screw over your season.
I hope Ovechkin never ages.
Yeah, that's true. Guys are ridiculous.
He looks older. He obviously looks older, but he doesn't play older. Although he doesn't hit quite as much as he used to.
Yeah, maybe that's the secret.
Which is smart.
Yeah. Carolina Hurricanes.
I don't know. They need a little
I mean, hope they
consistency lately, right? Because they've been a
hope they
little.
get a goaltender.
They need to prove it in the playoffs. So they need like a good playoff run to, I guess, establish their identity. Because they've been good for like the last couple of years now, but then the playoffs come around and nothing happens. So they need a big. I think they need a big playoff run to show
You know
what
what
that
they
team's
need?
making.
They need another Justin Williams.
Yeah,
Figure
somebody
out
like
who
that.
Montreal Canadiens. Just a clean
Oh
sweep.
gosh.
Just a restart.
Yeah,
Send your best players to the AHL. Let them play in the AHL. Don't let them play on the main team. It's a good strategy.
But also, they've had 2 players now take leaves from the team in less than a year. So whatever's making that happen, figure it out and fix it.
Yep. Ottawa Senators. I mean, I would say a new owner, but that's never going to happen.
No.
How about just a continuation of the youth movement?
Keep drafting good young players, and eventually, I think they'll get
Jake
relevant.
Sanderson.
Find
Jake Sanderson looks awesome.
Find some sort of goaltender in which you can grow with.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Matt Murray was not a good decision?
I think Ottawa knew that, and they still signed him.
Yeah,
God
trade
bless him.
or whatever.
Jake Sanderson looks awesome for the U.S.
Yeah.
And
yes,
he's the captain, and he's going to be a very good defenseman in the NHL. Buffalo Sabres.
Owen Power looks, speaking of great in the juniors, Owen Power, the hat trick.
Yep.
Yeah, he looked really good as a defenseman.
I mean, that's a start. You hope that's a start, right? And then you go from there.
Yeah. Owen
so
Power
the future looks okay as long as, it doesn't turn into another Eichel situation. So we're starting from scratch, and your scratch guy looks good. And also Rasmus Dahlin is developing well also.
Yeah.
So that's also
he's looking
promising.
good.
So that's
Detroit Red Wings.
Very good defensemen.
What about Boston?
Detroit Red Wings. Oh, yeah, sorry, Boston. The Bruins. I mean, hope that your identity, which is that top line, the perfection line, is enough.
That's not going to last.
It can't. Yeah. First of all, they need a David Krejci replacement. That's number one.
Yeah.
They do not have that, and it's obvious that it's hurting them. Coyle's okay. I think Coyle's a solid third line center. He's not a second line center. He's not a top 6 winger. No, I'm sorry, not a top 6 forward. That they got to figure out. There another team needs to figure out goaltending now because they had a. I don't know what they're gonna do. They want to keep Rask, right? They want him to retire a Bruin, so they're gonna keep him until whenever. They signed Ullmark to this big contract. Can you trade him? Probably not. Although there always is the Edmonton Oilers, so who knows?
Yep.
And then Swayman, he's young, so you want to keep him. So Boston has a couple things on their wish list.
But
yeah,
Detroit Red Wings hope that Sider and Raymond are your next.
Their prospects are really, really good. So I think they're going to be down the road. They're going to be a freaking force in the league again.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Yzerman has the touch. He really does.
He's good.
We'll see how it works. Florida Panthers, I would also say health, just because Barkov needs to come back and get healthy and be a beast again.
I think supposedly he could be back this week. Barkov, they're saying. Yeah.
But I wish them continued health. Toronto Maple Leafs.
That boy could. Playoffs. Win a round. Win single round.
That's all you got to do. That will be your Stanley Cup if you can win one round.
Schwim, your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Keep on.
I would say if you said another,
seize the moment that they're in right now, seize it, because they're going to be bad for a long time after this. I have a feeling. It's going to be back to the dark days of the '90s. I can't wait.
It's not imminent though. Their core is locked up, and they're not old. I mean, the only one who's like pushing older is Stamkos, and he's not old. He's 32, right?
30, yeah, 32, 33, 32.
Yeah, I mean, and he's, knock on wood, he's been healthy for the first time in a long time. So, there's no reason why he can't be a an effective. Well, I guess unless they trade him, but I don't know. They're not on their cap issue is still an issue, but they have a genius GM who can figure out how the hell to friggin' be $10 million over the cap and still stay under the cap.
That's what I say. Keep on keeping on. That's all we gotta do.
You have to keep your GM so he can keep this freaking expensive damn team and still keep it under the cap. And trade basically nothing, right, to get under the cap because they don't miss anybody that they let go.
Yeah,
Yanni Gourde was helpful, but
Stammer will be 32 on February 7th. Braden Point's 25. Cirelli's 24. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, but he's a rental. He's 36.
Yeah, he's just a role player. Yeah. Corey Perry, I'm not counting Corey Perry, Patrick Maroon, Bellemare. I'm not counting any of those guys. I'm talking about the core guys.
Kucherov,
Cirelli.
Yeah,
Chernak
is
turning out to be a really good defenseman, and he's still very young, also. Which I didn't
realize he was part of the Ben Bishop trade.
Yeah, he was like a throw-in on the Kings Ben Bishop trade when they traded him to LA.
Kucherov
is our trade.
Awesome.
Bogosian is 31. Chernak's 24. Calfoot's 23. Hedman's 31. McDonough's 32, and then
wow, 31 already. Jeez, where the hell's the time go? I thought Hedman was like 27.
Sergachev's not older. I thought he was 24, 25, 26. He's 23.
No, he's a youngin.
Young.
Yeah, he was playing at 19, right? 19 years old. He was playing with Tampa.
Yep.
A mainstay.
Vasi
as they traded for him, boom.
27.
Yep, Vasi's still in the prime right now.
Not working out so well for Montreal.
How about a young backup for Tampa? They always get the old guys. Elliott, 36.
They have Wallstead. Yeah, Wallstead. Wallstead is showing promise, right? From Sweden.
They have Hugo Allenfelt is the guy from Sweden that they have.
Oh, they don't have Wallstead?
I don't think so. I thought it was Allenfelt was the kid.
Wait, Jesper Wallstedt?
Yeah, I thought that was Tampa's goalie, but it might have been the other one.
Yeah, they have Allenfelt.
Jesper Wallstedt was
friggin' play.
By the Wild.
They have no damn goalies.
Yeah, the Wild have Wallstedt.
Yeah, they have
Askarov
Allenfelt.
got smoked again.
Askarov did get smoked, yeah. IHF, I wanted to go over that, but U.S. just barely beats. Well, they didn't barely beat Slovakia, but
it was. Exactly. I didn't watch it, but the write-ups say that they played a very, very solid game because Slovakia isn't a bad team.
No, they're not. Yeah. Here, games real fast. So, Finland beats Germany 3-1. Russia lost to Sweden 6-3. U.S. beat Slovakia 3-2. Canada beat Czech 6-3. Finland won 7-1 over Austria. Russia.
Czechia.
Yep, Czechia.
Sounds like what's his face from Taken? Doesn't he say something like that?
It's Chechnya.
He's like
that's Czechia. A different country.
No, he says something. Not a country. He says something in the movie. Anyway, moving on.
All right.
And then Germany.
I'm sorry,
tied,
my movie knowledge eludes you.
Germany's tying Czechia right now.
1-1.
1-1. And then U.S. obviously plays tomorrow. Sweden versus Switzerland. Sorry.
The Swiss.
But yeah, I mean the team's exciting. They're not exactly what they were last year, but they still have tons of talent. Led by their one of their star defensemen, Jake Sanderson. You still have Matty Beniers as their top line center. You got Brock Faber. You got Matthew Coronado. Rangers prospect Brett Berard, who's one of the top forwards. You got Chas Lucius, very good forward. He plays for Minnesota. Luke Hughes, Devils prospect, University of Michigan. He's one of the top defensemen on that line for that team. And then, head coach is Nate Lehman. You got Ted Donato. And their goaltending, while a little bit, underrated, it's, Drew Comesso is pretty good, and so is Caden Maberko. So we'll see what happens with the team and see how they go.
I do have to say, speaking of, just to quickly note on IHF, because I don't want to let this slip through the cracks here. What I am not thrilled about, and I'm sure you guys will agree, is that they, the men's junior tournament is going on as according to plan, and they canceled the women because of COVID.
That's not right.
I understand the money. I know that they're about money, and I know that they, when the men go according to plan, the people are going to go and they're going to make money off of it, and they can, in their minds, I'm sure they're talking like, we can cancel the women because they're not going to generate a lot of money. But I think this is complete and utter bullshit.
Yep.
That they're doing this. And I think the women's leagues are gaining a lot of traction and a lot more popularity. I would watch it if they would actually air it on TV. I'm not cool with how they handled this in the slightest bit, and I just needed to make sure that was known.
Absolutely agreed. No, it's a good point.
It all comes down to money.
It's going to be interesting to watch, if the U.S. women's team does go over to play the Olympics. They obviously very talented, and I'd be interested to watch the women's hockey and see how they do. All right, so a couple of trivia questions. We'll head out of here. Which defunct NHL team, so that means no longer in the league, which one leads the NHL in goals for the defunct teams?
Jesus.
Hartford?
Not the Hartford Whalers. Nope.
Wow.
Their team, the team that they turned into is local.
Was old New Jersey?
Kansas City?
Colorado Rockies, 1,957 goals.
Damn.
Number two is the Oakland Seals with 1,826 goals. Number 3 is the New York Americans / Brooklyn Americans, which had 1,643 goals. And then the Montreal Maroons with 1,474 goals were the top 4 defunct teams in goal scoring.
All right. That was way off.
Last question. In what country was the first pro hockey league formed?
I'm guessing it's not Canada, because that would be obvious.
What country?
Sweden.
Nope.
Italy.
It would be the United States International Pro Hockey League, based in Michigan, operated from the 1910 to 1911 season.
I can't believe it wasn't Italy.
I know. I mean, I would have thought, especially with
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe Dean.
How's your beers?
Ow. 4.75.
Damn. That's almost a perfect rating.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm going a solid 4.0.
And for the 2 ounces that I drank, it was a 4.5. It was a very good beer. All right, Trim, take her home.
Let's keep it short and sweet. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year's all.
Happy New Year's. It's going to be a couple years.